Welcome brawlers, I'm the Hermit, and I hope you're ready for some elf action, because our commander today is Voja just of the Conclave. For 2 red, a green and a white mana, we get a 5/5 wolf with Vigilance, Trample, Ward 3, and whenever it attacks, we put X +1/+1 counters on each creature we control, where X is the number of elves we control, and we draw a card for each wolf we control. Now, most of the time, they're just gonna be we draw 1 card because of Voja, and the main focus of the deck is gonna be about playing a lot of elves. So we have elves that keep uncounterable, like Elf Shaman, like Allosaurus Shepherd. We have Mana Dark Elves, Elvish Mystic, Llanowar Elves, Gloom Tender, Llanowar Loam Speaker, Druid of the Anima, and also even Marwyn, Gwenna, Rishkar, Elvish Archdruid, and a couple of lords like Leafcrown Visionary. I already mentioned Archdruid. We also have Selvala for even more mana, Arwen for protection, Emara just so we can tap our stuff, convoke something good hopefully, and then we have a couple of value cards like Freyalis, Seek and Seek Elves. We have Court of Calling, Finale of Devastation as ways to tutor. From Alchemy we have Bakali Gardener. Whenever 1 or more other creatures we control enter, we seek a land card onto the battlefield tapped, for only once each turn. Then we have a couple of ways to give our commander either protection or haste. So we have Mother of Runes, Giver of Runes for protection. We have Halana and Elena, Enduring Courage, Rhythm of the Wild for haste. And for even more value, we have World Whip, Cabaretti Rebels. The Whip gets us a land, the Rebels gets us a creature with lesser power whenever we cast a creature. And then we just have Dumry for a little bit of more protection. Then at the top end we have a little Through the Omen Path. It has Convoke, and at the beginning of combat we look at the top 5 and put a creature onto the battlefield. We also have Crater Hoof Behemoth, that's probably why we want to tutor the most as a finisher. And just a couple of MDFCs, Emiria's Golf, Disciple of Freyalis, and obviously the Great Change, since we're gonna be playing so many creatures. Then we have Ragavan, your typical interaction, Lightning Bolt, Swords to Plowshares, Change to the Rock since we are in Boros, Invasion of Govakan, Get Lost, Reprieve. And because we have a decent amount of creatures, we are gonna be playing Lantern Flare and Thriven Charm. So that's the deck. Now let's get into the queue and throw our opponents an Elfball. Against Shokai, I think this needs to be the Triumph. And Shokai wants to have enough creatures to bring and casting 2 spells at turn. And they get a discount for the first one after Shokai. Well, for the first non-creature after Shokai. If they cast a creature, no discount. We might use the finale for a mana dork. Here we play Pelt Collector. Pass. Oh, so Ragavan. And Mana Drain. With the Phenomena Recorder, you can even just pay 2 to copy your fetch land triggers. Although here maybe they just want Arang River Regent. Yep. They are trying to get their lands. So we will trade for Ragavan because we want to mask Panda Recorder. Charming Prince, I guess, for the Scry. Yeah, they are still missing lands. Do they play something else, though? It seems like no. Well, it's Gwena. Creature with power 5 or greater. So opponent will have another turn now, but can they do with it? I mean, we're gonna cast Voja and hopefully the throne. They need like a wrath because if they just have spot removal, we have double the ward because of roaming throne. Voja. It all comes down to this. Or herder. Phantasmal image. what do they copy with the image? I will maybe the Doormaker, maybe the Throne, and they double blink with Soul Herder. Oh, Mask Vandal, so they kill that guy. But they don't have any more creatures, so they cannot do that again. We have to attack on the air. But this will be 6. Okay, so this is 2 more, so 4. And then
Rise and seize your destiny.
okay, so just enough. GG's. Yeah, I guess them killing that guy was almost relevant. Well, I guess they exiled Spell Collector. Yeah. GG's. That's a deep dwelling. Here we send away the Vandal, I think, although it can probably start as a zone. Okay, that makes it easier, I think. Next we play the Gardener and then Gritter's Vandal. Maybe. Counter attack. So if our opponent plays something here, well, something other than that, I mean. Let's actually see how this one goes. So they get an extra turn, but pretty much no value out of it. Let's make a treasure. iPhone, sure. You get restoration, just to draw one card, and it's a land. Good game, says opponent. Good game. Yeah, they needed something to gain value out of Taza. They didn't draw anything but their first year, so maybe either a card that bounces, a creature that bounces, a creature that taps, or a creature that draws cards. Yes. Almor. Oh, that's a fast start with Symmetry Sage. Okay, they go for their commander. Let's play mana, maybe we get a... no, no, maybe. Yeah, we needed a removal or something for armor. Because it can get out of hand really, really quickly. Station and station. Lelia, that's really, really bad for us. Guess they will kill us almost for sure next turn, so GG's, I guess. Against Ugin, and at least we have Ragavan, so okay, they need to put 2 or more counters on that. Actually, that would have been nice at some point. The One Ring, I don't think we want that. So let's go for Voja. Hmm. Yeah, I think they might have this one. If they have their land here. They just need to exile courage. Yep, GG's.
Power belongs to the patient. There I wield the essence of this world.
Yeah, we need probably removal is best against Satya. kill the mockingbirds. Like the novel, I guess. Cooperative rebels or whirlwind. I want whirlwind more, so no more lies. I guess if I wanted that more, maybe I should have baited this with the rebels. Okay, so opponent has Tajik. And Wolf. Looks. We have a masked vandal now. Qatar commando, but that can only kill the rebels. Arwen is a great one here. Yeah, that still has trample, so GG's Satya. And now we had Great Change cost 2. We can cast a couple of more elves, and that's just lethal. On top of the fact that Arwen is just gonna help us gain some life. So GG's. The but this might be faster. We keep just on that basis. I find that out that was from opponent. Maybe they have Parohemia, I think, the Fury. But older. Pyrokinesis, I said? Or did I say Parohemia? target both of the dorks, we search for another dork. Maybe even if they don't. Okay. Pop the beanstalk from opponent. Opponent needs 2 more lands. That's 1. And that's an Overlord. So they're gonna be able to cast their commander next. Okay, yeah, we were gonna Reclamation Sage, Hardened Bonds. We draw, I guess, 3. Oh no, we just get a creature, right? This isn't the Edge of Eternity's one, so GG's. It's Nadu on the draw. Here we send you away. Sylvan Safekeeper, that means they can just trigger Nadu whenever they want. Yep. Eldritch Evolution or a Storm Drake. Oh. Okay then. Destroy the boots. Lair of the Nile. Bushwhack and Cycle Cob. Okay, GG's. The Cob is pretty much what kills us. Against Kefka. And we have Rakamon. Inquisition, they take either the Elves or the Lookout. The Lookout for them. Deluge. And Ristic Study from opponent. Now we are empty-handed. If they want to Kefka, it's just up to them to discard. Phantom Riddler. I guess we have a card now. Yeah, this could have been Enduring Courage. Didn't think that went through. Then bonds. Ooh. Round 7. 11.
When I win, your
Sacrifice, I think it's still an over. Hmm. Do we want to station rather than killing Lily? I guess we do. Okay, so if opponent has a land, they can even potentially close Liliana and then Kefka so that we discard our entire hand. But we are still gonna hit them for decent amount. Okay, it seems like they might not be thinking and they are just rage quitting, so that's GG's. Okay, let's go to the next one. Against the first sleeper. And... Huh. We can try this one. Yeah, and if this one resolves... Okay, I'm able to scream at that guy. Nice, his opponent. Oops, we don't have any more colored mana except for Elves. We just need to pray for no rats here. Okay, it seems like we won't have one. And now let's invasion. Mission, Splendor. We take Peking Unknown. Yep, we were gonna leave the invasion, play the druid, and it was GG. Maybe we could have attacked our opponent directly. Let's make the math. 1, 2, 3. No, it wasn't lethal. Maybe it was. Nashi. Resolves, then we're gonna be okay. Do they have a brainstorm? Yeah. Makes sense. So let's start by playing Cube, Elvish Warmaster, get a land. Thank you. Ooh, that for a tapper. Kind of unfortunate. Roscoe, do they have preordain? Sorry, opponent. If this wasn't preordained and instead wash away, they could have won this one. For combat, attack, draw cards. And yeah, that's lethal. GG's opponent. GG's. Oh no, partners. This is green. Noble Hierarch. Deluge with mana tithe. This nerf out the mana dork. Oh, I guess we didn't need to do that. It's only cost 1. But sees, they see Witch Enchanter, they take it. gonna name Wolf now. Oops. Yeah, Visionary is being the MVP here. Just by letting us draw cards and cards. Cards. Treasure Cruise, that's why they sent their extra time. Push on the Visionary. And gracias. Snapcaster for Deluge. Okay, opponent. Elapse. Ooh, that's gonna hurt us a bit. We need one more lands to... Okay, if we wanted to do that. But now we can't. That's gracias from opponent. Through the Omen Path, what do we get? During Courage. Yep. Opponent gets to look at the top 4, they keep 2, and then stifle away. They go down to 4 life. Get an extra turn. Leopold. Sure. Live. Here, let's do Jetmir. GG's. Yeah, I guess we could exile this one. They go to 5. It's GG's. So that's gonna be it for today, and we got some actually tough matchups. So what I did for this deck is I decided to cut down on the 3 and 4 cards, Marwyn and the one that conjures Marwyn and other elves, so that we had even more interaction. I ended up adding Mana Tithe and something else. I think another elf that was cheaper. Yeah, the one that's Edwidge has Druidword at 2 mana. Priest of Titania, that's it. And it's still really decent. I think it might be. We were like 50-50 on if we won or not the almost Hellq commanders. So not too shabby, I guess. It just, I think if you happen to get paired against such efficient decks, you really need to got the high end and just keep being efficient yourself. So I think I'm happy with the deck the way it is now. Although it wasn't terrible before, it was just a little bit too slow. So like I said, if it still happens to you, maybe got some of the 3-mana elves or some cheaper elves probably, or some cheap instants or sorceries. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm the Hermit, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.